Working clearance for outdoor electrical equipment rated 35 kilovolts and above depends primarily on two factors: firstly, voltage, and secondly, clearance distance. Higher voltage necessitates greater working clearance. Clearance distance is measured between an energized part and a grounded surface or other conductive object. Several codes and standards address these clearances. IEEE Standard 18.2012, titled IEEE Guide for Safety in AC Substation Grounding, provides guidance. Specifically, Table 4.25 outlines clearances between ungrounded objects and ground surface. NEC Article 110.26. A1 states that working space about electrical equipment must be adequate to permit ready and safe operation and maintenance. It also specifies that clearance distances shall comply with the requirements of IEEE C2. IEEE C2.2012, also known as the IEEE National Electrical Safety Code, or NESC, addresses clearances for substations in Rule 234D. The specific clearance distance requirements for outdoor electrical equipment 35 kilovolts and above vary depending on the voltage in specific equipment. However, some general guidelines apply. For equipment operating between 35 kilovolts and 95 kilovolts phase-to-phase, a minimum clearance of 3 meters, which is approximately 9.8 feet, is generally required. For equipment operating between 110 kilovolts and 138 kilovolts phase-to-phase, a minimum clearance of 3.7 meters, or about 12.1 feet, is typically needed. For equipment operating between 161 kilovolts and 230 kilovolts phase-to-phase, the minimum clearance increases to 4.6 meters, or about 15.1 feet. For voltages of 345 kilovolts and above phase-to-phase, a minimum clearance of 7.3 meters, which is approximately 24 feet, is required. These are minimum clearance values, and additional clearance may be necessary based on various factors. Firstly, weather conditions, especially extreme weather, can affect the required clearance. Secondly, local codes and regulations may have more stringent requirements than the national standards. Thirdly, manufacturers' recommendations for specific equipment should always be followed. It is crucial to consult the latest versions of the IEEE and NEC standards, as well as any applicable local codes, to ensure compliance with the most up-to-date safety regulations. Furthermore, proper training and adherence to safety protocols are essential when working with high-voltage electrical equipment. Ignoring these safety guidelines can lead to serious injury or death. Always de-energize equipment before performing any maintenance or repairs, and use appropriate personal protective equipment. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, provides comprehensive guidelines for electrical installations, including those involving high-voltage systems. Article 110 covers the general requirements for electrical installations, including working space and clearance distances. It emphasizes the importance of providing adequate space for safe operation and maintenance of electrical equipment. The IEEE, or Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, develops standards related to electrical safety, grounding, and substation design. The IEEE National Electrical Safety Code, or NESC, is widely used by utilities and other organizations to ensure the safety of electrical workers and the public. Rule 234D of the NESC specifically addresses clearances for substations, providing detailed requirements for various voltage levels and equipment configurations. When designing or working on outdoor electrical equipment installations rated 35 kilovolts and above, it is essential to consider all applicable codes and standards, as well as the specific requirements of the equipment being installed. Consulting with qualified electrical engineers and safety professionals can help ensure that the installation meets all safety requirements and provides a safe working environment for electrical personnel. Remember that electrical safety is paramount, and any work on high-voltage systems should only be performed by qualified and trained individuals following established safety procedures. The information presented here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with qualified professionals and refer to the latest codes and standards for specific requirements.